Angel was blind panic myself.
Rupert, don't talk like that. The kids.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay? Is there anything I can do?
What?
Well, you knew. You told me to get away from him. When I saw his face.
If anyone knew how it happened.
This is great. There's an unkillable demon in town. Angel's joined his team. The Slinger's a basket case. I just went to the bottom.
I have a plan.
Oh no, here's a lower place.
They don't know what's up with Angel.
Care to let me in on the plan I'm a part of?
No.
Why not?
Because if I tell you, then you won't do it. Just meet me at Willow's house in half an hour and wear something trashy.
I know you haven't been in the game for a while, mate, but we still do kill people. Sort of our raison d'etre, you know.
You don't want to kill her.
But she's not safe at home. Oh no. Oh, because she'd invited him in. Can you not uninvite someone? Ever. She needs to move house. Alanis Morissette uninvited.
Yeah, you can do a spell.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Can anyone do a spell, or do you have to be a witch?
You have to have a witch, but yeah.
They need Amy. On a mission. Oh!
Should I get the principal?
No, I'll deal with this. You're all dismissed.
They told me to keep you and Angel apart. They never told me what would happen.
Jenny.
I'm sorry, Rupert. If Angel achieved true happiness, even just a moment of... he would lose his soul.
How do you know you were responsible for
Oh.
I knew she would bring you. I suppose you want answers.
Not really. Thanks.
Oh my god. And that's how he became a ghost.
Security here really is a joke. I should report it.
Halt! Identify yourself right the hell now!
Private Harris with the, and who was she?
Hi, I'm not a soldier. Right?
Look, I just want to give you the... You hold your gun like a sissy girl. You got 20 minutes in the rod. Just need 5. Forget I said that last one. I'm 17. Looking at linoleum makes me want to have sex. What?
Oh my god!
Oh, I'm not gonna kiss you.
What? But freeze frame.
Well, to the casual observer, it would appear that you're trying to make your friend Xander jealous, or even the score, or something.
Oh.
And that's on the empty side.
He's seen through it.
I can wait.
So nice. That's really nice. Look at her.
What happens if your girlfriend shows up? I'm gonna give her a kiss. Oh, you look spiffy.
Her face, yeah.
Get out. I just want to help.
She said get out.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
My digs is boys.
Oh dear.
You're a fool.
That was then.
Wow. They're like, we're not risking it. Oh.
Arm.
She just can't do it yet.
It's not over. I suppose you know that. He'll come after you.
This is all my fault.
If it's guilt you're looking for, Buffy, I'm not your man. All you will get from me is my support.
Did I miss anything?
Just some singing and some running around.
I'm sorry, I didn't have time to make you a real cake.
Typical.
This is good. But we're still going shopping on Saturday.
What have you just done?
I don't know.
Can we just talk about the fact that Joyce didn't know what her daughter was doing for her birthday and didn't want to sing happy birthday to her and didn't have time to buy her a cake?
How do you get onto this?
The black thing at the bottom. No, where the fuck has it gone? Shut up. It's gone. It's not there. Did it close? OBS? God, when did it last? When did it stop recording? That was my favourite episode.
Maybe just record the reaction.
Yeah, we'll just see what we got.
It says 21.
I think we're okay. It must have just stopped.
Maybe it stopped just then.
We've got 46 minutes.
No, that's before. Because that's.
Oh yeah, true.
Because I until Christmas to watch the next one.
Maybe it's still. That is so annoying. That includes like all the Christmas stuff.
Well, what happened?
Don't know. I don't know.
I think we should just film the reaction to it.
Well, we'll just see what this is. Whether there's a way to get this back first. It exists. It exists. I've got a 1.24 gigabyte MPEG movie here. See if it opens with VLC. Oh, I'm so pleased.
Oh my
god! We just had the biggest drama we've had as reactors of Buffy, right?
And the biggest drama of Buffy.
I think Ashley. I've never seen you look so sad. You just looked so sad. You had nothing to say.
No, but I thought it had all gone. I thought it was really sad.
It was our Christmas special.
Such an emotional episode.
It was such a good episode, as you will have heard me say when we thought it wasn't recording anymore. That was my favourite episode.
Was it? Was it your favourite you've seen so far?
Whatever.
I think so.
So.
Or like I remember, I really liked the end of season 1. I liked the whole finale of season 1 and stuff. I remember that, but I think that was my favourite episode. I'm really glad because I felt like the last episode, you know, you guys, I think you thought I was a bit harsh with a 7, but I thought it was going to be better, the second part of that. And it was. And I tell you why it was better. It's because I really enjoy Angel.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Much, much more. Oh my God, is that Angel?
Just been shot.
I much prefer him as a baddie. I think he's so much better as a baddie, as an actor as well, rather than a romantic lead. I don't like the romantic leads. It doesn't work for him. Dark, brooding, better. And, go on, you were going to say.
Well, he's not brooding anymore, that's the point.
True, sorry, not brooding, it's the wrong word.
So you didn't like him when he was brooding.
No, you're right,
I
it's
was
the wrong
quite
word.
like the fact that there was this weird internal struggle. And now, he's a full-on...
Sorry, yeah.
Like, enjoyable antagonist.
Yeah, brooding was the wrong word.
Yeah.
But what I meant was dark, really. I liked the whole... my favourite scene was the scene where he got Willow. and there was everyone just realising what was happening, and then Jenny came out, and then Willow was like, was it Willow who said that?
Yeah,
like,
so
how did you already know? And that kind of thing was really, really, there was just these clever little moments in that, and then Buffy arrived, and then I just felt I was totally gripped in that scene. I thought that the whole thing was really well paced over the 2 episodes as well. I think I remember saying there was kind of and for me, I felt like the last time there was a 2-parter was that what's
my line?
What's my line?
Yeah.
I was like almost like, why are we spreading this out so much? But this one felt well paced over the 2 episodes. What else did I like? I just really liked it. I thought it was really, 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 really well done. I thought it was a good mixture of all the stuff that we've talked about like them building character work.
Yeah.
But it really came together much more than what's my line for me. Because I remember you guys were like, oh, it's a 10, and I was like, it's a 7. That is not a 7.
Oh, teaser about your score. Actually,
it's a 4.
Well, I think it's a shame that we had interruptions there, because that broke I think some of the tension in the episode. Actually, for me, I quite like the fact that the world has been turned on its head yet again. So this is all very interesting. I like Angel. I've always thought he was alright, but now he's actually really good, and I love the fact that he's like enjoying being evil. And I also quite like the fact that like Spike in the wheelchair is now the vulnerable one,
and
the one that you have compassion for, weirdly. And I think so this thing about Drusilla's relationship with Angel being like the most powerful, maybe, or like the strongest bond, I think that's really exciting. So I'm looking forward to seeing like where this goes, you know.
I also realised, and I hadn't really commented on it, but maybe I'm not sure if it's true. But the last few episodes in particular, that there's been a lot more Cordelia. Cordelia is very much part of the unit now, whereas before she was not at all. And in season 1, she was in and out. Every now and then you'd see her, and she might have a couple of episodes off, and then she'd pop back in again. Now she feels very much part of the unit, and I really enjoy her being more of a main character now.
Anyway, what about you?
I love this episode, and I think it captures it's like all the emotions of human spirit in one. The idea that somebody you sleep with would do that to you, would turn your back on you, the hurt that was her sobbing, the hurt Willow had with Xander saying you'd rather be with someone you hate than be with me, but unrequited love, the hurt that Giles has but is holding back about Jenny betraying them, the complexity of all the relationships. I mean, I just think it's an amazing episode.
I mean, the thing with the that didn't go over my head, the fact that it was like the first time they slept together, and how many people build up to sleep with someone, and then as soon as they've had that first time, one or the other turns off and goes, nah.
And Willow's understanding of what
horrible.
happened, and Giles' not understanding of what happened, like a parent figure wouldn't maybe understand what was going on.
They were both sort of realising.
So all these seeds that have been sown kind of got to come to fruition, and then even like Oz in the van saying,
"Oh, that was
her,
a lovely moment."
Yeah, showing that he's a really nice you know, and also the idea that the big bad was defeated by a rocket launcher, which is just genius, because actually he was like the least important thing in the episode. So it was like, blast him out so you can get back to the main thing, but do it in an entertaining way as well. Poor Judge, he was so camp and ready for action, but
didn't get very far.
No. Killed one man in the mall, and that's it.
More fun was Angel and Drusilla's exit from that bit.
Yeah, exactly. Those stunt doubles.
Well, betrayal was a nice theme there, wasn't it? Actually,
True.
So I think I quite like betrayal as an emotion. Very powerful, isn't it?
The threat of betrayal is lingering with Drusilla and Angel as well. The idea that Spike is left behind, and that triangle gets even more complicated.
But who's going to betray who in the end?
Or have they already done the betrayal?
Well, and then also with Jenny's uncle dying the way he does with the blood message on the wall.
Oh, that was nasty.
Showing that actually Angel could be a really great character because of the depths he'll go to. Look at Drusilla now to see what he can do to somebody.
True. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Because you kind of forget that that is him that made her like that, because because he's in the past, so it's not now, and his now has just been this wandering around being the romantic vampire, like something out of Twilight.
I think I said to you in another episode that there's a point where it kind of all changes, and then from then on, for me, it changes. And I think for me, this is an episode where it's definitely like a landmark. Like, it feels tonally different.
Mm-hmm.
So when you were saying that you felt like everything was really unsure in part 1, I was like, yeah, because in part 2, it's worse than you could think. Yeah. Because you lose a character who's going to be heroic, and actually they become the villain. And that's hard to deal with. So it's like a death.
Yeah. Hard to deal with, but I totally embrace it because I really liked it.
Yeah.
It's what I want. I wanted that from him.
Yeah.
And it's probably not the right time to mention Sailor Moon yet again. But it's very much like when Tuxedo Mask ends up being hijacked by the Negaverse and is taken over by Queen Beryl (Drusilla). And then it's true.
Great name.
Like there's another parallel to Sailor Moon here. It's really weird.
So when was Sailor Moon made?
Like 1990, like
similar time.
1995, 6, 7.
Have you watched them?
I've seen some of them. Yeah.
How long does it run for?
Like 3 seasons.
5.
Is it?
I just that episode is. It's just a shame for me that we got interrupted.
I didn't really notice because I was in that one, so it didn't impact me.
I don't think it. I mean, where did we get interrupted?
Right near the end, 10 minutes before the end.
Oh yeah. I also really like the Joyce scene.
Oh, it was in the scene with in the van.
Yeah, I like the Giles scene at the end. And I like the Joyce scene at the end because it kind of re-grounded you to say she's still, after all this thing, she's still with her mum and she's still like a.
Yeah. Oh, it just reminded me that Joyce doesn't know anything about anything. She's on another bloody planet, isn't she?
But I think you need that because you need somebody who isn't in it to be able to say, well, here's another aspect.
But she's been in it. Like, as in she has been attacked by things and she just seems to put it all behind her. And
it was a gas leak.
Yeah, she's always got some excuse. She never thinks, oh, a lot of shit happens to me.
I think the other thing about Cordelia as well is that she didn't really have any massively comedic lines. So this idea that you're saying she's now part of the main group because she's not providing comedy. She's actually trying to actively help.
But she is actually funny still because of
her.
Is. Yeah, and we enjoy her, right?
Yeah, but that redirection for her, I think, is good.
Yeah.
Because it means that there's more depth, which we always thought would be the case anyway.
Yeah. Scores on the doors?
Well, for me, that's always been a 10, so I'm giving 10. I mean, it's an easy 10 for me, because we didn't even say anything during the whole thing.
Ashley?
I'm going to give it 9. It's not. I don't know quite why it's not a 10 for me, but it's a 9.
It's 9 for me as well. I think I very rarely give 10s on anything, on any show really, because I'm just like, when I give them, they've got to have done like, I normally need to have had some kind of like emotional response where I'm like, I'm crying.
Did you not have an emotional response?
Well, I definitely wasn't crying or wasn't even close to it, or I don't know, like the moment when Angel had Willow and that whole scene and that stuff around it, I need to be feeling the feeling that I had there for the majority of the episode. Not the whole episode maybe, but a lot of the episode. I need that a bit more to get a 10 in any show.
It's really hard because the apart from this egg one, the quality, like, so that is that's almost like an erroneous episode, isn't it? But like this, like recently we've had such high quality, it becomes hard to
Yeah,
distinguish.
you don't want to just give 10 every episode because
It becomes hard to distinguish like what deserves a 9 or a 10, for instance.
You'd be giving a pointless score if you were
for
giving
me,
10
what I
every
would
time.
say that my internal like feeling about those 2 episodes we've just watched is that I almost preferred the tension and the unnerving feeling of the previous episode than I did like the resolution of this one. I'm not saying that they are like different in
You
quality.
gave 9 to the other one as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can disagree. That's fine.
I just think they were totally like one was just a setup and the other was the home run.
I felt like that, and the second episode was much stronger for me. But I went up 2 and you went up 2 as well, right? But
yeah, I did go to.
And Ashley can feel differently.
Did you say the same? 9.
Well,
He went 9-9. Yeah.
Yeah, I also just think the acting in it was so good. Like Sarah Michelle Gellar's crying on a bed, I thought was
Much
very
better.
realistic crying.
I don't mean this in a bad way, but like agreed. The acting has gone up actually on almost every actor in the cast is better as they go on.
Well, the person obviously who we've said all along had the furthest to travel acting wise. Well, no, but that's part of the impact of his character turning evil, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that you both, I suppose, well, particularly you suspected that he didn't have any acting ability at all.
Yeah, he is better.
And actually, I think this is good evidence to say that I always felt that his blankness was almost intentional, whereas you thought it was very much like he can't act.
Yeah.
So I feel like...
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think he's Laurence Olivier after that episode, but I do think he is better. Yes. So that's a total score of 28 out of 30.
Is that our highest?
Not sure. I think we might have had a 29. 28, 29, 20. I don't know. Maybe... What was season finale like? What did we get for that?
I don't think that got it. Maybe it
They
did.
got 27, maybe.
Maybe it was 3 9s
It was
or
3
something like that.
nines.
Yeah.
It wasn't 10s.
I tell you who we could ask.
Yeah, we could, exactly.
Hey, Charmed Original. Any other last thoughts?
Yeah, I'm shocked you both didn't give it 10. Like, I don't know what more they could have given you, because as a whole episode, it was literally every single scene gave
really
you something.
hard, but this is
So-
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, but
this is why it's
Sebastian-
so hard.
Ashley's given quite a lot of 10s recently.
But that's what I mean.
So
So,
I-
of all of them, that this one, which literally every scene we didn't even talk. If you're watching the full length, you're probably just watching the episode.
Yeah, but
with
I
a
feel-
Christmas tree.
But I feel like if I was Ashley, I'd have been like, oh, I've given a lot of 10s recently, and
But that's not fair score.
Yeah, you don't want to be giving like 10s every episode because then you're not.
But this is
really-
one of the best TV shows of all time. So of course you're might be giving 10 every time.
But
Bad
then-
Eggs 10. The Pack 10. I Robot You Jane 10.
Well, yes,
The Puppet Show 0.
Yeah. Well, you know, but that's the thing. Maybe I've got to work on my new. I almost feel like I need.
Levels.
I need a new revised scale, which is no longer 0s and 10s, but it might be like I don't know.
Buffy scale.
Well, maybe this is the tipping point because actually,
Yeah.
what from here on in for me,
It's all
you
10s.
might have a different scoring system. Yeah.
So I might revise it, and I might come back next week with a new scoring.
Are you saying some assembly required is going to go down to a 9? Unbelievable.
It wasn't a 10, guys.
Can you believe we started off at Christmas? It feels like we've ended up like Halloween or something. It's been a long episode.
It's been a really long episode. This is the longest we've ever filmed for one episode.
It just shut down. It was like, no more. You've had long enough.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Right, anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, comment,
Share.
subscribe. We never say share, but why not share?
Yeah, please share it as a Christmas present to us.
And if you really like the video, then you're more than welcome to sign up to our Patreon, and that would be an even better Christmas present for us.
Give us your money. It goes directly to charity. Via his bank account. Bye, everyone.
Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
everyone.
Are you just not turning it off anymore?
Well, you want to give it 10s. You turn it off.
You turn it off. You're the one who gives it 10.
I will give it 10 because I speak for the fan base, whereas you two.
The fan base don't want to give
trolls.
10 to everything.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
Turn
do.
it off.
Barbara Baker,
Turn it
Charmed
off.
Original, Silver Spike. We are all giving 10s non-stop. What was that one called today? Wendy, Deborah.